blast ammo. Oops. I might as well put my axe away for now. The throat. I don't know if they're gonna come up. Oh, of course, a dragon. At least something more interesting now.
Greetings,
Ooh.
Unique. I am Parthenax.
This is interesting.
Who are you? What brings you to my Strumach, my mountain? I am as my father Akatosh made me, as are you, Dovahkiin. Tell
Oh,
me,
now I get that South
why
Park
do
Stick of
you
Truth
come
reference.
here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. I have spoken. The Rotmular waits.
Say the word. Fire breath.
Understand fire as the Dove.
Alrighty. Whoops. Wrong tab. I forgot. Wait. No.
Now, show me what you can do. Greet me. Not as mortal, but as Dova. Do not be afraid. Faster. Let me feel the power of your Thum.
Waiting for it to recharge. Sorry, I didn't know I had to hit you.
Come, Dovahkiin. Ninyol, strike me. Ah, yes. Sosedo Vlostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind.
I gotta fly out. Why are you telling me that one now?
So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dovahsos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Alduin Comet Tid. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Padrime, our minds cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this doom? Yes, Alduin, Zemach, the elder brother, gifted, grasping, and troublesome, as is so often the case with firstborn. But why? Why must you stop Alduin? True, but Kostid, prophecy, tells what may be, not what should be.
Oh god, this guy's giving me a hard time, isn't he?
Kostid Salo Ak. Just because you can do a thing does not always mean you should. Do you have no better reason for acting than destiny? Are you nothing but a plaything of Des, of fate? And so perhaps your destiny will be fulfilled. Who can say? Des Motmahus, even to the dove who ride the currents of time, destiny is elusive. Alduin believes that he will prevail, with good reason. Rakmul. And he is no fool, Nime. Rinnik Gutnol, far from it. He began as the wisest and most far-seeing of us all. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name throat of the world?
Oh, dragons like I thought.
This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Sokravak Struma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him. Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today, seeking to defeat him.
No, I might actually be executed.
The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin. But this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Maybe.
Any time travel.
I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such themes that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwatlan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls, as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suliek.
Sorry for lack of commentary, it's just blot dumping. I'm just interested to hear all what he says. But I'll be commentating more after this.
Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
Ooh, interesting.
Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. Return it here to the Tid Ahran. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Ahran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel, know Dragonrend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir. The first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Thun. The Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, but no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come. I meditate on the Rotmulag. Knowing a word, contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What it is called for? Think of the way. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora, which calls to you to fade in your time. Ponder the meaning.
Might as well learn all
That
these.
is fine. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin. Fus, fine. In your tongue, the words that. Think of this as the fire builds in your sum, in your breath. Sum Ark Vormendok. I do. The dope. I warned them against. Yes. There were a few of us that rebelled against, but they did not trust us. I was far from here on the day of Alduin's downfall, but all Dove felt the... It was said to force a dragon to...